Welcome everyone to Solomon's Crown. It's been a long time, guys, but we've been working hard on a lot of stuff, namely our NFT and clothing line that's gonna drop soon. Look out for Ryzen, look out for Kaizen.
What you trying to sell PCs now? This man like, yo, I'm team Rising, team AMD out here.
Hey.
For
It's
y'all
like
that don't
it's
know,
like 12 o'clock out here.
AMD is a computer company, and their branding is
Yeah,
Rising.
yeah. But
Kaizen.
Kaizen. We are Kaizen.
So
yes,
that
sir.
is going to be coming soon. It's in the final stages. We should have some samples here soon, and then we'll be able to do our pre-orders and launch. So for everybody who has been hitting me up nonstop about, well, yo, when is dropping? When is dropping? Like, whoa, I'm in the same boat. Like, I'm ready. I'm really ready because we started this in November. Thinking about like, yo, we want to put together a clothing line. We were blessed with a mentor, as we shall say, who kind of put us on the right path for what we need to do, and we got everything that we wanted out of it. Some custom products. So I don't want to hear anything about the prices, like, because that's just what it is. I mean, I apologize in advance, but I can't be sorry when it's like we're literally, we put a lot of work into this. So
a lot of work.
Yeah. And the thing is like, it's only the beginning. So like, for us to lower the prices in the future, for us to be given discounts and everything like that, it's really heavily going to be on you guys as a community, helping us grow, spreading our name and everything like that. And we'll just continue to put out good product. We're taking a lot of input on our stuff. And I'm really excited about it. I'm really content with it. I've already got we've already got more ideas on the way. We'll have new colorways and everything like that. So right now it's just a waiting game. Essentially, it's a process. As I say, trust the process. So trust in us, we'll put out the product. We'll get you guys what you guys are looking for. And I don't doubt that we will be selling out, as I say, because this is fire. If y'all don't buy it, then I'm gonna buy it all out, because at this point,
I'm wearing this exclusively, like,
and we already got content coming for that, so we're gonna be acting a little different here in the next coming months. But all that is tied into our NFT project too. We had an idea while creating the clothing brand, and we'll have a special line coming out. I don't want to give the name of the NFT project or anything like that, but the universe. Let's just say that it will be a universe. It will not just be like one NFT drop, and that goes into like people's misconceptions of NFTs, people like not knowing what exactly NFT is. So we wanted to just take some time to explain like the utility of NFTs, and it's not just like some picture that people are paying for and then you can just copy and paste it and be like, yo, I stole your NFT, because that's not even, that's like being really naive about the situation. And that's not to be like disrespectful or anything like that, but like the NFTs, yes, there are NFTs that sell as just pictures, just artwork, it's art, like that. But that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to use an NFT as utility. So one idea that we have, one project that we're working on is, as a member who holds our NFT in our community, you will be able to get exclusive access to our storyline for our universe that we are creating. At some points, like holding a certain NFT will be like almost like an identity in the universe. So let's just say you own an NFT that's a character. You can play yourself out as that character. And yeah, somebody can just copy and paste it and be like, oh, this is me. But it doesn't matter, because like when you transfer an NFT to somebody, like minting and everything like that, you actually gain a token, and it's a digital token. So for everybody who's not computer savvy, this is where this is going to come into play. Think about Call of Duty, think about Apex Legends, because we're both gamers. That's where we started from, and that's where we are pulling our influence from, as far as like what we can use the utility of the NFTs for. And it's not any different from buying a skin in Call of Duty. Like, yeah, everybody has a skin and stuff like that, but your account is locked into that NFT. And unless somebody steals your account, they can't steal your cosmetics or anything like that. But that's just the base level of it. That's just the surface level of like what an NFT will mean in our community.
And and
Because no, go ahead, you
and
got it.
yeah, but just to piggyback on what Will said, well, we're gonna leave posts and links in the description box below. So do your own research because disclaimer, first and foremost, we are not financial advisors, we're not qualified. So again, do your own research. But again, I think one of the things when it comes on to new emerging technologies is that people are always skeptical. Like you can even look back at, say, Leonardo da Vinci, like when he came up with the flying machine, right? The precursor of the helicopter. I'm guessing a lot of people thought he was crazy, but look at now where helicopters have been around for years and they're a great utility when it comes on to military and civilian operations. So was the internet, Web 2.0, and now we're on the cusp of Web 3.0 with decentralized blockchain technology, which is growing big. So I've looked on many posts and whatnot about NFTs and people joking about like, oh yeah, this is a bunch of scammers, this is a bunch of Ponzi schemes, and you know, yeah, I can just copy this NFT and all of you looks like dummies and whatnot. But it's like look at Bitcoin. People were saying the same thing about Bitcoin a couple years back, and look how much Bitcoin is going for right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, there are celebrities that are buying into this, right? So there has to be some kind of truth in it, right? So not to go too much on like speculation and whatnot, the basic reason why NFTs are so special is because of the smart contract on the blockchain. So the smart contract is pretty much based on a standard called the ERC 721 standard, which was created to ensure that a specific contract that has the metadata, that has like the token ID, that has the and all the different types of metadata on it, identifying this particular token or NFT to this particular owner. So you could sell it, whatnot, trade it, but you as the owner, especially if you minted it, you as the original owner will always be on that contract that you were the original owner. And if you sell it to another person or trade it to another person, that person will have their wallet address on that smart contract. So it binds the person just like a deed to a house. So that's where the utility comes. And like a lot of people use it for different things. Like as we mentioned, we're gonna use our NFTs when it comes onto our clothing brand and our storyline that's coming up. A lot of people use it for, like, say if they have an insurance company, they can use it for discounts on policies and whatnot, or they can use it for exclusive access to networks and stuff like that. So NFTs, like it or not, is going to be the wave, and it just depends on whether you want to do your research and perhaps profit from this. So
Yeah.
that's all I have to say about that.
So I mean, this also goes into like trading card games. Like
Exactly.
we used to play Magic the Gathering. I'll probably be getting back into it, so you guys can catch my stream, Willie Man
No,
07.
no, I still play. So
I mean,
yeah,
I play. I mean, there just was some upsets in the community with these bans and everything like that, and I'm
yeah.
profiting, bro. I'm profiting. I'm prospering. Like, but with that being said, I mean, Pokemon cards, trading cards, like that stuff
Mhm.
too, and that's just one aspect of it because, like, low key, I'm already in talks with my boy, and he works for a trading card company where we can potentially make our NFT project into a trading card company. So, like, if you can't get the NFT, if you're not big on the NFTs, then we will provide different means as far as being a part of the community with like the trading card games. So think about how Nintendo started off. If you guys haven't seen, Pop has a series on like how Nintendo started, so we can even link that in there.
Check that out video.
So, but like Nintendo started as a card company, and the reason why they started having to mass produce their card game is because the Yakuza got into the card game and then they were just like, yo, like, we need this, we need this, we need this. So the founder of Nintendo had to expand his card game and bump up production of the cards because it was such a sought after thing. And I mean, card games are pretty relevant. I mean, we have a lot of games, board games that are like role-playing live action games. I used to play this game called Zombies, which was pretty much like you build a scenario or there's a scenario on one of the cards and then you have to play to it. And then you have like zombies on certain areas and then you like roll dice and then you draw a card and it would either like create new zombies or like create abominations, which are like super powered up zombies. Each character has its own like attributes and perks and things like that. Like, let's just say one character can re-roll. If they roll like under a 5 or something like that, they could re-roll to potentially hit a higher number so that they could do like critical damage or gain a weapon swap or gain like movement or something like that. So not to get too nerdy with all this stuff, as they would say, but like there's a lot of implications and a lot of like things that you can do with an NFT project that's not just like, okay, it's just some picture. And I think that's the biggest misconception is like everybody is just like at core, yeah, people are selling NFTs as pictures and then being like, oh, there's a roadmap and we're going to do this, this, and that. But not all of these things are legit. Like I just saw one project where apparently they had like a Minecraft based NFT project where they had like custom designs and stuff like that. And then as soon as they sold out, they literally just like disappeared, deleted their Discord, deleted their Twitter. And it was even on IGN. So like we can even link that where IGN talked about it. So it's like, how is it that everybody is like so skeptical about NFTs, but then like big names like IGN are talking about like, oh, this NFT project did this, this, and that. If it was something that wasn't like coming to like light and not going to be something that is going to be big, then why would it be a thing? I mean, everybody who follows Gary Vee, like he's a financial guru, as they say. Like he knows, he predicts trends and what's going to gain in popularity and stuff like that. And like he's big on NFTs right now, where he's just like, if you guys don't want to educate yourselves on like what NFTs can potentially be in like 5-10 years, then you're just going to miss the train. And I get it. Like, not everybody wants to invest in stuff like that. I mean, some NFTs are ridiculous. I'm following one right now, Azuki, and their NFTs are going for like $18,000. Like,
yeah,
I
like
think their
80,
cheapest one is like $11,000. Yeah.
Oh, 11,000. Okay.
And that's the thing too, is like everybody's like, oh, it's crypto, this, and that. But you can actually pay cash and it will translate to Ethereum and then you can pay for it and everything like that. So you can use regular cash and just, if you don't even own Ethereum, and just kind of like, they just pay the difference. So we've seen MasterCard and a couple other companies that are like moving towards crypto-based credit cards, debit cards, things like that. Like the crypto space is like still kind of like weary for a lot of people, and I know the crypto market recently crashed and everybody's just like freaking out.
There's a volatility. That's what people that's what people always tell me, like especially people that are well versed in stocks and whatnot, just because the volatility of crypto, and it's not quote unquote based on any like, I guess, traditional financial market. But I mean, fiat currency, regular currency is based on what the government says. So it's kind of like, is it any different?
It's really not, because like truthfully, I mean, think about when cell phones first released, man. Like we were just like, oh man, cell phones, and our grandparents and our parents are just like, yo, you guys don't need to be on those phones. This is just something to communicate. Fast forward 10 years, because that's how quick it happened. Like we
literally our life.
Yeah, like Steve Jobs. I'm thinking about Chris Johnson because he's like real big into
he's really big, yeah.
But Steve Jobs literally took the iPhone and like almost like, I mean, I think like the iPhone was like the first revolutionary phone. And even when the iPhone came out, everybody's like, oh, this is kind of expensive, this and that. Bro, if you look back at how much it costs to get an iPhone 1, like the first iPhone, it was like $350, $500, $600, bro. Like, and now look at like the iPhone 13, where it's like literally like $1,600. But like, look at all the stuff that you can do with the phone now. Like you can play mobile games, you can organize your whole life, you can run a business from a phone.
You can record in 4K. Like, I mean, the picture quality is amazing. It's like everything in one, like literally, like it's insane.
And that's the thing, is like, that's how we have to look at the NFTs. Is like, right now it's like super volatile. Like nobody knows what's going on. The prices are kind of scaring people away. But the biggest thing that you can take from the NFT thing is like it's really based off of what project you're behind. So not every project is the same. Like we said, our NFT project is going to be based on a universe that we're creating. And then once we create that universe, then we'll do a clothing line based off of it, like based off our NFTs and everything like that. And it's one of those things where we are creating utility for our NFTs. So if you have that smart contract, that code that goes with your NFT, it'll give you access to our content. And at some point, I mean, we're working on our Discord and everything right now, and then it'll probably be like a couple months till like we're actually ready to launch and everything like that. Because like we said, we're launching a clothing line and everything like that. That's going to take some time to get on its speed and everything like that. But then once we get to that point, like I'd say like come July timeframe, like we'll be ready to like launch our Discord. We'll have everything in our universe created. We'll have like a roadmap, as they say, for like what is our expectations for every time we hit our numbers. So we have a certain level of numbers that we want to hit. So like the initial launch is like, okay, do you want to get behind this NFT project? And if you do invest into this NFT project, once we gain success off of that, then we'll move to the next phase of the project. So it's like a big school project essentially, where it's like, yeah, like this is like your senior portfolio, like your last ditch effort to like graduate, and this is going to be a accumulation of everything that you've learned over the course of a year. So we are starting from ground zero. We have no expertise in this field, and as we go, we'll probably be vlogging about it and everything like that, and just like going into like, okay, what did we learn from initially jumping into NFTs? Because like truthfully, we already kind of like bit the bullet on this NFT project thinking it was sweet, and that was because of our miss
we just going ahead of ourselves a little bit, but
yeah.
it's just the cost of doing business and learning. And sometimes you gotta make mistakes to grow, and that's just you able to take risks pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
But I will say this is that this project, it'll probably be one of the biggest things we've ever done in our lives. Like it's pretty much going to be your legacy. So if you guys want to be along for the ride from the beginning, trust me, you'll get a lot of benefits. You'll be at ground zero and just enjoy the ride. But trust me, you got to get in on this when we're ready to drop, and we'll keep you guys updated as we go along.
Because once we drop the clothing line and everything like that, we'll have our Instagram and our Discords together. And then Solomon's Crown is not dying or anything like that. This Solomon's Crown is essentially the parent company, because we're building a brand, we're building a company based off of this. So like Solomon's Crown will be the peak, the top, and then we go into Kaizen, which is our clothing, and then we have our NFT project, undisclosed name, because can't give out all the juice. But it's a pyramid, like, so it's like Solomon's Crown at the top, then it's Kaizen NFT project, and then everything that comes out from underneath that is just going to be based off of like our foundation that we built off of those two and are these three elements. So I'm excited for everything. Patience is like the biggest thing with these things.
We're so anxious. Yeah,
nothing happens overnight, but
yeah,
I've watched a couple other NFT projects, and like truthfully, it comes down to the community involvement. It's just like starting a gaming community where it's like everybody's like, oh, why are these streamers so big? And it's like their community, the people that are in their community, like if the streamer's not there, they're like pretty much there, like acting as an ambassador essentially. And eventually we will have ambassadors for the brand and the company and everything like that. And that's just a start, because like we'll have specific NFT projects where we have our founding members who have a lot of say in like the direction of the company, and there's almost like they're shareholders at that point. So it's something that you want to be a part of for damn sure. Even if you don't believe in it, it's something that you want to follow, just so you can see like, okay, like if this does pop off. And we're not trying to make it like into where it's like, oh, if you weren't here for the first ride, then you're not with us. Like, no, that's not even close to what we're trying to do. Like at any point in time during our NFT projects, during our clothing line projects, during our universe projects, you will be able to get in and as if like you were there from day one. So our goal isn't to just like lock everybody out of content because they just weren't there from day one. Like it's going to essentially be like whenever you join, you get full access to a lot of things, and then you can kind of just build a status. It's going to be like a level up program, whereas the more you put into the company, the more your contribution you bring, then the more that we will grow, the more that you will grow, and essentially everything will take off from there. So
yeah, but that's a little bit of what we wanted to update you guys with. We aren't gone away. We're just working a lot of things at once. So just bear with us, and we'll keep pumping out good content for you guys to enjoy. But that's all I have for today right now.
You already know. Like, comment, share. Once we have the Discord up, we'll start putting out links, let everybody get in there. So then you guys will be able to be firsthand members on like everything that we're going on. So like when we shoot our podcast, and even the podcast potentially might be elevating to new levels. For sure. Soon, I'd say soon, but like look out for us in the summer. Like let's just say that. Like it's gonna be like when summer comes, like
different.
It's gonna be a lot of differences in like what we're doing, how we're putting our content out there, and everything like that. So at any point in time, if you guys want to be a part of the project, let us know. We're looking for artists. If you have any background in like storytelling or comic creation or just DM us and be like, hey, I do this for a living, and what can I do to help you guys with this project? And as we say, like you become a part of the community, you become a part of the family. So that's what we're trying to build right now. We're trying to build this as a legacy, and I think that we're on the right track. So stay tuned for everything that is to come.
Yeah. And with that being said, peace out.
Peace.